What's going on, you guys? It's Keinan, Briggs, sports consultant and mentor. The real question that we all ask ourselves, and parents and athletes, is which track spikes do I buy? I don't know which one. There's so many. There's different spikes for running and jumping and all these things. I don't know which one. Well, this video will break down in detail what you need, when you need it, how to get them, and much more. We're going to be going over 4 different areas: spike history, what you wear for youth, what spikes you wear when you're specialized in your event, and also how do you find deals, plus 2 bonus tips which will come at the end if you stay for the end of this video. First thing is the spike history. All right, so track and field is a genre. It's 16 different sports happening at the same time, and within that, those sports are broken up into different types of events. So just how there's basketball and there's football, well, track and field has sprints, has jumps, all happening at the same time, and you need different spikes for that. So here are the different areas that track and field breaks up into. It is the field events, the running, and distance. Now, this video is not going to encompass distance, even though we love you guys. I don't know enough about the distance events and the shoes you would need, so I'm going to stay in my own lane and stick with what I do know. There are 3 different areas. You have the running, you have the jumps, and you have the throws. Here are the running events. If you only do those events, then you only need 1 shoe. If you do jumps and you only do those jumping events, you're going to need between 2 to 3 shoes. If you only do throws, you're going to need just 1 shoe. Simple. Youth spikes. What do you need for youth athletes? Well, it's very simple. There are 2 different types of spikes. There's a Nike Zoom S, which stands for sprint. Then there's a Nike Zoom D, which stands for multiple distance. As you can see, the difference simply is the heel support. So if you are only going to be doing sprinting events, go ahead and get the sprint. If you're going to be doing everything and trying things out, I recommend that you get the D, the multiple distance spike. They're very similar. The extra heel support will keep you safe and keep you competing at a very high level across all the events. Number 3, specialized spikes. So now it's getting serious. Now you're good at something. You're an elite level jumper, right? You're an elite level sprinter. You're starting to really get specific in throws. This is when you transition into these type of spikes. So when it comes to the sprints, these aren't the only 2 spikes that are out there. However, these are some pretty good spikes. As you can see, they're very pricey. The New Balance has extra grip on the spike. I like how these look, how these feel. Also the Nike Zoom Fly, they're very appealing to the eye. There's a lot of detail, a lot of thought behind it, very light spikes. These are 2 spikes that I recommend. Then you have long jump. I am a Adidas connoisseur. I love this brand, all right? However, you can choose either one, but these are the 2 long jump spikes that I recommend, the Adidas ID0 or the Long Jump Elite. And I did reviews on these spikes in detail shown here. So go ahead and check that out when you have the time. Then you have the ID0 pole vault / triple jump. Then you have the Nike Elite triple jump spikes. These 2 are good. I've used the ID0, the triple jump spike for Nike. I've heard negative and positive reviews on them. However, I still stick with the Adidas ones. When it comes to high jump, they're basically the exact same shoe. Just get either one. Whatever one you feel is cheaper, whatever one fits your foot better. Either way, you're going to win with both of these shoes. When it comes to pole vault, this is the specific pole vault shoe. However, you can get away with the long jump shoe or triple jump. Either one is fine. Now, when it comes to throws, you need a throws shoe. The reason why is the bottom of it is slick, designed for rotation and certain movements. You can't just throw in shoes because it's going to be a lot of things happening with your foot, and these shoes are designed for those motions. Next is finding deals. How do you find the best deal with these spikes? Because as you saw, the price tag next to it is pretty hefty. So here's how you do it. First thing you want to do is find your event shoe. Once you find your event shoe, then you get onto Google and you search the actual name and or the SKU number. What this does is it actually searches the internet for that specific shoe. Now there are some websites that only carry the most current shoe. Some websites carry older shoes. And sometimes when they're trying to get rid of certain shoes, they'll mark down that shoe to get rid of it. And searching the SKU number actually will help you find that exact shoe. And also understanding that when it comes to these spikes, the colors are per year versus just random colors, right? So when you look at the top and bottom spike, they look virtually the exact same. And the difference is the one up top is from 2016, the one on the bottom is from 2021. So they're basically the same spike. Now the difference is about anywhere between $20 to $40 difference in the price of the shoe itself. So it's up to you with whatever one you want to get. Now that you've stayed this long, I do want to say thank you for staying. Please make sure you press subscribe, you press the like button, and you let me know in the comments below how much you enjoyed this video. So with that being said, I'm going to give you guys 2 bonus tips which are very, very important. The first thing is when you're training, what type of shoe do you need? I recommend the Nike Zoom Pegasus. Why? Because they're durable, they last long, and they just can handle what you're looking for. The shoes you don't want to wear are these. The Nike Roche, the Air Max, the Flex Experience. These are shoes that I see. These are all lifestyle shoes. They're not designed for the demands and running. They're just not supportive. And I will promise you, you'll have shin splints faster with these than you would with the Pegasus. So make sure that you're being attentive to the shoes that you purchase. The next thing for my coaches out there, coaches, we stand a lot. We get a lot of things done, right? These are the shoes that I love because this reason. When I put these on, fit so well and they're so cushiony that they never bottom out. And when they never bottom out, I just felt like I was walking on clouds. The problem with it was I felt that if I were to buy those shoes, I would feel as if I could never go back to any other shoe. So I'll be kind of stuck. Bonus tip number 2, and probably the most important, is if you do multiple events, which shoes do you need? For the youth athletes, if you do sprints and horizontal jumps, just go ahead and get the Rival D. This will cover everything that you need. If you have no aspiration of running at all, go ahead and get the Rival D for all your events. Then also get the high jump shoe because you need that for high jump because that's the shoe that you have to have for a high jump. And if you do every event under the sun, the Rival D covers the first thing. The high jump is for the high jump, and tennis shoes will cover everything else that you would do. If you do a throwing event, the tennis shoes will be fine for the youth level events. Once you get to that elite level, you got to get specific. Now for the high school age athletes, if you do the horizontal jumps and sprints, you need your sprint spikes, then you need your triple jump spikes. If you have no intention at all of doing triple jump, then you're okay with doing the sprint spikes and long jump spikes. And if you only really just do sprints and long jump and that's it, then I would say you can even get away with just getting the long jump spikes and running and sprinting in your long jump spikes because they're very, very similar. If you do all jumps, you're going to need triple jump spikes because that'll cover long and triple, then high jump spike for high jump. Now, I do not want you guys ever to triple jump in long jump spikes. It's just not safe, and I have a video right here that explains that whole concept. The last thing is if you do all the events out there, you do pole vault too, you can go ahead and get the sprint spikes, the triple jump spikes to handle the horizontal jumps. You have your throws spikes, which you need. Pole vault, you can use the sprint or triple jump spikes. Then you have your high jump spikes is what you need. So with that being said, hopefully this answered all of your questions. Enjoy. If you have questions about buying the actual spikes itself, VS Athletics is a great site to go to. Check them out. You get a discount, I believe, still with me. It should be somewhere on there. And if not, let me know and I will reach out to them. But good luck. If you have any further questions, comment them below. Which spikes do you guys use? Which spikes do you use for events? Let me know in the comments below and let's have a conversation. But until then, next time.